and amputations and extensive use of violence. In this way, they appear more powerful than they actually are, and they make the people feel more powerless. It's in this context that we understand why the Iranian authorities were so threatened by Mejid Tokkeli, a peaceful 23-year-old student who just spoke about the fundamental human rights, and for what they put him in solitary confinement and sentenced him to 9 years in prison and lifetime ban from education. Mejid Tokkeli's words about the human rights situation, and especially when he addresses the supreme leader, these words still shake the fundaments of the Iranian regime. His peaceful words are a much bigger threat to the regime's existence than any threat of a military intervention. His speech demonstrates that Mejid and the student movement are not powerless. Today's prize is not only a prize to Mejid Tokkeli for his courage and peaceful struggle for democracy and human rights in Iran. It's also a declaration of support for all members of the Iranian student movement and all those who struggle for the basic human rights. This prize inspires them and gives them strength to continue their struggle. I am moved by this week's events in honor of Mejid Tokkeli, by seeing the pictures of the veiled male Norwegian students saying, "We are all Mejid." And especially today's walk of peace through the center of Trondheim. Iranian regime put Mejid in prison to shut his voice. But today, Mejid's voice is louder than ever, because you are his voice. I can imagine how inspiring it will be for Mejid and the other members of the student movement when they hear about all these events. I can tell you that 2 days after announcement of the prize in September, the news reached the prison, and it made Mejid and the other prisoners very happy, and they actually celebrated it. I'm sure that this week's events would be even more inspiring to them. It gives them the strength to keep their faith in a better future while they are in captivity. The prize has also a message to Iran's supreme leader, Mr. Ali Khamenei, that the world is watching you, and you will be held accountable for what your regime is doing. I would like to say a few words to Mr. Khamenei in Farsi. آقای خامنه‌ای، شما فکر میکنید تا کی میتونید با انداختن بهترین فرزندان ایران در زندان، با سانسور، با اعدام و قطع عضو در ملأ عام به بقای حکومتتون ادامه بدین؟ یقین داشته باشید که در آینده نه چندان دور بهار ایران نیز فرا خواهد رسید و آن روز شما و دیگر مسئولین نظام باید در مقابل مردم ایران به خاطر تمام ظلم و ستمی که در این 34 ساله مرتکب شده اید جوابگو باشید. My friends, I'm certain that sooner or later the Iranian spring will arrive. And one day Mejid Tokkeli will be standing here and receiving the prize on behalf of the student movement. But until then, we are all Mejid. Thank you very much.